Back in the 1980s, 8-year-old me was completely enthralled by the 8-bit Commodore 64. That's even 8 times 8. One of my recurring favorites is one you might not expect for a kid that age: the colony simulation game MULE. Released in July of 1983, MULE is probably most well known for its one wonderful music track. The game underneath was actually really sound though. You and up to 3 other players start by choosing your player color and species, which is a joke because the flapper gets an extra $600 to start, so why would you not choose the flapper? After your initial score review, you're dumped off on the planet Errata. It's Atari spelled backwards. 4, 6, 12, or 24 months, depending on which difficulty level you chose at the beginning of the game. You and your competitors are given the chance to select a plot of land to make the most of this new world. Then each player takes their turn developing those plots. You need to plan ahead a little bit when choosing your plot, as each type of terrain is better for a particular product. If you want to keep the colony fed with some farming, you'll need to settle in the vertical valley running through the center of the map. Need energy? Find a wide open plain with plenty of room for solar energy collection. If you want to do some mining, the mountains would be best. Tournament mode adds another commodity called crystite that requires you to go out, collect a soil sample, and return it to the assay office to determine where a load may be. Tee. The assay office and everything else you'll need to develop your plots are at the town center, where you buy multi-use labor elements and outfit them for whichever use you deem fit and can afford at the time. Once you've done all you need, you can let time run out, or head to the pub where you can win a random amount of cash rolling the space dice. After the development phase, it's time for the auctions. Here you'll be able to sell surpluses of items you've produced and buy more if you're running low. This might seem like simple capitalism, but it'll really affect you if you run low. If you're low on food, you'll have less time to tend to your plots. Low on energy, your mules will struggle to produce goods. If the colony as a whole is low on smith ore, the price of mules will go up. Crystite is the only one that's really there purely for profit. And that's it! You need to try to make sure the colony thrives by the time the ship returns, but there's not really much of anything other than a crawl at the bottom of the score screen telling you're low on a commodity or that you've won, so it's more about the game itself. One of the more complicated games of its time. Sadly, July 2018 is also the 25th anniversary of developer Danny Bunton's death due to lung cancer. Shame she never really got to see a good solid revival to MULE get off the ground. I know I'm still waiting. Thanks for dropping by, I really appreciate it every single time you do. Please like, subscribe, spread the word, and I will see you next week for a first trophy.